Our life expectancy is directly related to the function of our pancreas. It is a very important organ that secretes large amounts of digestive enzymes around the clock, which are involved in the breakdown of our food. And the faster our pancreas wears out, the faster our whole body wears out. And the failure of this gland can lead to serious problems and pancreatitis, diabetes, cancer, and many other problems. And we often destroy our organ without knowing it. Our habits, our diet, and in general, not knowing how it should be held. And in this video, I have collected our main mistakes, destroying our pancreas. So watch the video till the end. It will be very interesting and useful. By the way, friends, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell too. Do not miss my news. The first product that is extremely destructive is trans fats and margarine. The harm of trans fats has been proven many times over, and they ruin not only our cardiovascular system, but our pancreas too, because trans fats are not found in nature at all. It's an artificially chemically derived product, and so the body doesn't even know how to interact with it. As a result, trans fats accumulate in the body. There are even approximate calculations that they linger in our body for up to 50 days. And then they provoke inflammation and cancer, and ruin our pancreas in particular too. So margarine is a total trans fat. Moreover, trans fats are found in many other foods. Since it is a cheap substitute for real natural fat, it is very fond of being added to, for example, confectionery products. It can also be added to milk chocolate, to candy. It can be in low-quality mayonnaise, in sausage products, and so on. And then we come to the next point. This is mayonnaise, and sauces are based on it. I just said something about low-quality mayonnaise, which contains substitutes for real milk fat. But even mayonnaise made according to a traditional recipe can be harmful. The fact is that the high fat content, which is inevitably present in mayonnaise or mayonnaise-based sauces, is mixed in such products together with acetic acid and mustard. And all this gives quite a tough cocktail for the mucosa of our stomach, and as a consequence, provokes an increased production of digestive enzymes. And this is what will lead to inflammation of our pancreas. That is, even the real traditional high-quality mayonnaise is not very good from this point of view. And what about those mass-produced factory-made products that are sold in supermarkets? Because this stuff is fertilized with a significant dose of highly undesirable additives, various preservatives, thickeners, flavor enhancers, and so on. The next point is fairly obvious, but you can't not say it, because otherwise you would have written in the comments. And how could you not mention it? It's alcohol. Generally speaking, alcohol of any kind affects our pancreas very badly. Of course, hard alcohol affects it much worse than it does me. And large amounts of alcohol are much worse than small amounts of alcohol. The fact is that our pancreas doesn't have special enzymes that directly affect the absorption of alcohol. And so its toxic effects will spread to the pancreas already directly. So what happens to those who like to drink something occasionally? There is a very average and conditional recommendation of doctors to consume no more than 20 grams of pure alcohol per day. This would roughly correspond to a can of beer. But it is worth understanding that this is very relative. This means that if you consume more than this norm, you do much more harm, because the harmful effect begins to increase literally exponentially. And then we move on. The next point is sausages and various cured meats. In this category, we have all semi-finished products, various canned meats, wieners, sausages, ham. It's all extremely undesirable food, which provokes colon cancer and cardiovascular disease and ruins the pancreas too very thoroughly. What can I say? Even when they sell some enzymes in commercials, they always show how people ate too much sausage and then can't digest it. They grab their sick stomach, twist in agony, and drink a couple of enzyme pills just to get something out of it. The next point is smoking. Regular smoking shortens our lives by about 10 years, and smoking is not only harmful because it causes lung cancer. It's not just that it causes our blood vessels to become clogged with cholesterol plaques. Smoking also affects the health of our gastrointestinal tract, and nicotine also affects our pancreas. So what can I say? If you smoke, just quit this bad habit. The next point is carbonated beverages. The fact that the gas bubbles contained there can irritate the walls of our digestive tract. And if you're too fond of soda, they can provoke the development of gastritis and pancreatitis. But the most dangerous is not just carbonated drinks, but sweet carbonated drinks. Because in addition to the fact that there is the usual carbon dioxide in there, those huge doses of sugar can provoke inflammation. And of course, if you think back to one of the previous points about alcohol, a killer cocktail would be mixing hard alcohol with fizzy drinks. For example, rum and cola, and various other popular modifications. That's a hello to the pancreas right away. The next point is coffee. And here I hasten to reassure you. I will not say that coffee should never be consumed in any form. A small amount of coffee is acceptable and will not cause much damage to your health. But this is where the details come in. The fact is that a small amount is understood by everyone in their own way. Each body reacts differently to coffee, so the rate of coffee consumption for each individual body may also be different. There is a recommendation to never consume more than 250 milligrams of caffeine per day, but I can tell you from experience, if I consume even less than that, even 150 milligrams, I don't feel very well. I don't sleep very well. My stomach doesn't feel very comfortable, so I've lowered that threshold for myself. So you have to listen to your body in addition to the theory. So, excessive consumption of coffee will greatly increase the production of digestive enzymes. And this in turn can provoke the destruction of the walls of the organs, as the stomach, and sometimes the esophagus and our pancreas. And especially here, it is worth warning that the most damage will be caused by coffee drunk on an empty stomach, literally in the morning. To minimize these consequences, it is still recommended to drink coffee about 2 hours after breakfast, as well as to add milk to the coffee, because the milk will remove this irritating reaction. And of course, strive not to drink very strong coffee. By the way, friends, post in the comments, do you eat any of these foods? Or maybe you have reached an ideal in your diet? It would be interesting to hear from you. And now I really recommend you to watch my other video. It will be very useful. The link to the video just appeared on your screen. And if you liked this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.